Okay, let's continue the theme of the block diagram reduction. So this was the question which we discussed last time. So let's write the arrows, also complete the arrows. This is arrow like this, like this. Okay, so here what is simplification we need to do here? Okay, you can see there is no direct application of any multiplication on any feedback loop here, because all these loops are entangled. You can see this is one loop here, this is another loop here, but this cannot be used because of this intermittent junctions. Okay, so I cannot use any formula right now. So so what I can do is either I can take this here, this point here, so that I can have a complete loop here, or I should move this guy here, something I have to do. So is this possible? G1 into G4, you have to divide by 1 by G4. Yeah, that is also possible. That's also possible. That's possible, but like, let me bring this here so that I can a lot of things can become easy if this I do this here, this loop here. So what happens here, if I take this loop to here, what happens? This G4, excess G4, I have to give extra. For example, I need to give a G4 gain here. Okay, so I'll have a G4 extra gain I have to give here. Okay, so G4 I have to give here. Now what's the advantage? Now it is a closed loop. You can say it's kind of closed loop. We can use the simplification formula. Now this two got multiplied, G4 into H1 got multiplied into a single thing, so G4 H1. So I can again simplify it to combine this to a single G4 H1, right? So this becomes G4 H1, G4 into H1. Okay, now I can use the closed loop formula. This is for feedback, negative feedback formula. Okay, so what will become, this G3 is in forward loop, forward path, and G4 H1 is in the reverse path. So net, what will I get? I can simplify the whole thing into a simple thing. What will be? The numerator will be G3, denominator will be 1 plus G3 into the two terms are H1 G4 H1, right? So this is my new thing. So I can again, right now I can see that this multiplication here, two gains are getting multiplied. Okay, and there is another feedback, this yellow line, this again a feedback path is here, right? So if I multiply these two together, definitely G2 can be multiplied here. So this is G2 into this G3 combined here again. Now if I use the formula, feedback formula, I can again make this into a single block. This whole things can be become a single block, whole thing, using the feedback formula. So that makes it very simple. So this whole thing become a single block, right? So what about this guy is, right, this guy has changed, this guy have changed to, sorry, this guy has been changed to here. Now this guy can be remain here only, not a problem. This guy can remain here, or I can change it here if I give a gain G4. Okay, so this block is now simplified to formula. After this, applying the feedback formula, G2 G3 divided 1 plus G3 G4 H1 plus G2 G3 H2. So this is after applying the feedback. So this is the net. Right now we have again this multiplied by G1, right? So again simplification, again this G1 can be multiplied to other here. So this is directly come and G1 comes into it. Okay, now we have G4, we can multiply with G4 also, right? They can be multiplied G4 also for simplification. So this is also gone, you can multiply with G4. this is also here, and so G4 also comes into the picture. Now we have a likewise we have a loop gain, feedback loop of gain 1. So we have a numerator divided by 1 plus numerator, and this n will have the Wolf transfer function will have in the end. So the net answer we will get something like this. So we'll have C by R. We don't have R by C, we have C by R. This is the transfer function. We'll have G1, G2, G3, G4, numerator remain the same, plus 1 plus G3, G4, H1 plus G2, G3, H2 plus G1, G2, G3, G4, right? So this will be the answer to that problem. Okay, now we'll try a new question with multiple input. What I'll do if we have multiple input, say for example I have a question like U is an input and it is going to a summer as addition, and we have a C is another gain, and we have another summer where I'm adding one more input D, U and D are so plus. Okay, so this is also plus, this is also plus, both are added to another gain G. Okay, and output Y. Okay, now I have feedback with a gain, feedback gain H coming to the input U. Okay, so if so how we approach, we have multiple input and you are told to find the transfer function, simplified transfer function. Okay, so in this the main idea is you have to use we have learned the superposition principle. So in superposition principle we will take one input 0 and calculate the effect of one input, another input, and after that we'll make that input 0 and calculate the effect of the first input, right? And then we add both together, or we'll combine both together. So let's, the same principle is, first we'll do what for the solution is, in this scenario first we will take the effect of output, or we can take the output of y with respect to input input u. This is the first step. Second step will then we take the output effect of output y with respect to input d, because we have first input is u and second is d here, right? So first I will take y by u, then take y by d. Okay, so the important thing is when I am finding y by u, my d input should be given as 0. When I am finding the y by d, my u input should be assumed as 0. Okay, I'm just adding those things, very important, like superposition. Then if I have two transfer functions with u input d0 and d input u0. So let me consider this as y1, output of y1 when u is the input, d is 0, and this is the output when d is the input, u is considered 0. So the net transfer function can say should be should like take y1 plus y2 according to superposition theorem. Okay, so let's try this one by one. First we will find y1, then we will find y2. Okay, so you can see the question simplifies dramatically. So let's find y1. Okay, so for finding y1 we have to put the d as 0. So if you put d 0, this is getting cancelled, right? So this will be directly moving to here. So you know this is c into g, so this becomes a more simple c into g. Okay, c into g, this is cg, right? Again we can apply the feedback transfer function, then the whole thing can be simplified to 1 plus cg divided by 1 minus cgh. So 1 plus, it is minus, right? So 1 plus CGH, right? So this is the y1, right? This is not be there. Okay, this is y1. Okay, so we got y1. What is y1? I'll write here. Y1 equal to Cg, g into C divided by 1 plus CGH, right, plus y2. Now let's see what is y2. Okay, so now we should find y2. So finding y2, we should make u equal to 0. So this very important point to note here, how to make u 0. You can just eliminate this thing, right? U equal to 0. So what happens to the feedback thing? You can see this feedback is going as a negative. This feedback is going as a negative because it is going to dampen the input to the C. So this can be eliminated provided I can give a negative to H, right? Then this somewhere can be eliminated. Just I can do this feedback thing, right? Now what happens? Now how will the simplified thing? Now we can draw the same thing as D is the input. D is the input with the G forward gain, and H, C and H are in series, so C into H, and sign is negative, minus CH again adding to the D input, right? Now this has been the new block diagram, right? So what is the net effect of this thing? We can say this is G the forward gain, and minus CH is the feedback gain, right? So the net transfer function will be G divided by, this is plus but there is a negative here, this is a negative here, so in effect is getting minus only. So G divided by 1 plus GCH will be the new transfer function with the input D. This will be y2. Okay, so so we have two things. Now we'll add, this is y by d, this is transfer function. The net transfer functions will be y2. We'll add here y2, G divided by 1 plus GCH, right? So this is the response, actually combination of two inputs separately and making a single transfer function out of this two things. So this y divided by input of two cases, y divided by input two cases, this is y1 plus y2. You can see the transfer function. Now you can see this is a general transfer function, but there are two different inputs, so we can write this input in the bottom. You can see this input in the bottom is two things, one is D in second case, U in first case. So better to write that this into numerator, this is G into C, the input is U, right, multiplying the input, and G into input is D, right? So response better can be written like this. So this is the best way to write the response. Y equal to, this y equal to, when input is U, G into C 1 plus CGH, and input is D, G into D plus 1 plus GCH, GCH, this is GCH. Okay, so when there are two inputs, you need to use superposition kind of method, right? We'll get the response. Okay, fine. So this is another question for your practice. You can try this and you can understand a lot of blocks are there. You have to see the arrows very carefully. This is right, this is arrow, this here also. Okay, and this is plus, and the block, this is plus and minus here. Okay, and here also this is plus, and this negative feedback is minus, right? And here the gain is 1 as usual, we know, and this is G3, G1, G2, G3, G4, G5 is like plus, here is plus, and this is H1 and H2. Okay, so we can try this, pause and you can copy this and try this.